10 at 10.
A message for parents after a local mom got the scare of her life today. A one-year-old disappeared near Ellendale, North Dakota early this afternoon, and it took dozens of officials and community members to bring him home. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. Mike has the night off. DJ, the toddler who disappeared, is doing just fine. His mom says he has a couple scrapes on his face from walking through some thick bushes. The toddler's mother, Lacey, says there were probably 75 to 100 people searching for the toddler in a cornfield. She says they were on their hands and knees, crawling back and forth through that field. DJ is the youngest of 6 kids. Lacey says he was playing outside when he disappeared. That's when she called 911. DJ was found down the street, a little less than a mile away, on a bridge near the river.
A guy was driving by, and he just saw his little blonde head bobbing through the field, and he picked him up and he brought him over to where the search party was, and I guess he said, "Is this the baby you're looking for?" And that was that.
DJ's mom wants to thank everyone who came out to help, and there were a lot of people. Hangar 9 on Aberdeen Airport paid for all the fuel. Local pilots flew their planes to help search, and the local phone company brought water for all the locals who were searching on foot. 18 predators are off the streets after an underage sex sting that spans several days. A sting Fargo Police Chief David Todd is calling sickening, appalling, and disgusting. 6 men were arrested in Clay County on the first day of Operation Guardian Angel. Court documents show that officers posted advertisements on Backpage.com, Craigslist, and Whisper. Officers posed as girls ages 15 to 17. The age ranges of the men arrested in Clay County range from 20 to 62. In Cass County, there were 12 men arrested on the second day of the sting. Their ages range from 20 to 54. Most of those arrested live in the FM area, and others were just passing through when responding to the ads. Officers say this shows we have a growing community with growing crime in new areas.
It's a sickening thing that we have going on, and we're going to do our best to continue to combat it, so that anybody that's looking at one of these places that hosts ads for these kind of connections, hopefully the person sitting behind the computer gets the message.
We have much more online, including how officers communicated with the men arrested in Clay County, as well as more remarks from this morning's press conference. Just search for this story on our homepage, valleynewslive.com. 4 men are in jail after a drug bust that started in the parking lot of the Crookston City Library. Here they are: Jackson Bergeron, Charles Collins, Joel DeLong, and James Peters. They're each facing 1 count of possession of meth within a prohibited zone, which is a felony. It carries a maximum sentence of 20 years in prison. Someone inside the Crookston Library noticed what appeared to be a drug deal going down inside a car in the parking lot. That's when the police were called and the men were busted. Police are not commenting on this case because it may be part of something much bigger. It's all been turned over to the Drug Task Force. A local business owner is speaking out after receiving suspicious phone calls from a person claiming to be from Xcel Energy. The scammers demanded cash for unpaid bills that she had already paid for. Valley News Team's Natalie Parsons tells us what you need to know so you're not their next victim.
In Graphics in Fargo is in the business of making signs. They received a phone call from a poser Xcel Energy representative saying they were months behind in bills and needed to pay up immediately.
We're on automatic payment. You get our money every month. There's no way you're not getting paid. I've got bank statements.
The person on the phone explained that a check would be sent for the amount due, around $800, and they would have to hand deliver $500 in cash immediately to a designated location at a designated time, or their electricity would be turned off. Bowman says there were certain things within the phone conversation that were red flags, making it clear that this was a scam.
Because if they're not letting you talk and ask the questions you need answered and whatever, and they couldn't give me definite answers for a lot of things.
Bowman asked to speak to a supervisor who didn't have the answers she was looking for either, so she eventually hung up, but they called again. Xcel Energy has heard of scams like this before and says that if you were to be late on your bill, there is a process the company goes through.
They would first get a notification by mail
of the past due amount.
Nisbet explains that if Xcel Energy was to call a customer for a bill, they would never ask for cash. The customer would be asked to make an arrangement at a pay station. And if any customer ever has concerns, they're asked to contact Xcel Energy directly.
That way we can verify what the situation is, talk to the customer, put their minds at ease.
In Fargo, Natalie Parsons, Valley News Live.
Bowman says if you receive the same phone call, do not give out your account or credit card information. And if you need help with an issue in your community, call our Whistleblower Hotline, and we'll do our best to get to the bottom of it. Call 237-6576 and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth. Tonight was a night dedicated to the men and women who fight in our armed forces at Newman Outdoor Field. It was Military Appreciation Night at the Red Hawks game, and over 950 members of our military community were treated to a free game of baseball, paying tribute to their service. The first pitch was thrown by Sergeant DJ Guerrero, a retired Marine. And the iconic country musician Lee Greenwood rode out onto the field on the famous Budweiser Clydesdales to perform the Star-Spangled Banner and other songs.
It's really nice to see all the support from the local community come out because, like everybody knows, being part of the VFW, we like to support our veterans and we like to see the community do so as well.
Tonight was the 6th annual Military Appreciation Night. Organizers at the Sanctuary Events Center were excited to announce their opening tonight with a ribbon cutting. Sanctuary Events Center is a full-service venue that will be used for private events, concerts, and weddings. It's located in a completely renovated 106-year-old church in downtown Fargo, the historic St. Mark's building. The general manager of the center says he's excited for what they're bringing to the community.
We have 16 weddings for 2016 already. We have 12 concerts announced so far, 9 private events. So there's a lot of things that people are seeing the vision that booked with us when we definitely didn't even have much of a floor. So it's been really great to see that now, to actually have something full and nice to see.
For the full list of concerts, head over to valleynewslive.com. It's a new course the entire family will enjoy this summer. Agel has opened its newly renovated 9 holes, along with a brand new clubhouse. But not everyone needs to bring their clubs. The course also has foot golf, which players can do alongside golfers for just $5 apiece.
Foot golf is a game that's been really popular in other parts in the country, and so being able to bring something that is unique and fun and a little bit different to the area was something we were pretty excited to do. And with the course remodel, it was the perfect time to do it.
Agel is open 7 days a week, and you don't need a tee time to play. There's a new member to the Valley Today family. Kyle Bosch and his wife Crystal are the proud parents of their first child. Her name is Claire Campbell Bosch. She was born Tuesday afternoon, weighing in at 6 pounds, 14 ounces. Mom, baby, and dad say they're all doing great. Congratulations to the Bosch family.
Valley.